City won.
The American Revolution.
That's correct. I think we're good on the buzzer systems. Everybody okay, rules wise, ready to go? Round number one. Question number one, scientific equations. Mass equals volume multiplied by what?
Central City, 3.
Density.
Density is correct. Bonus question for Central City. Applied math, so you may have paper and pencil if you would like. If a battery supplies 9 volts to a 3 ohm resistor, how much power is used by the resistor?
Three amps.
That is incorrect. Correct answer is 27 watts.
Oh, it's watts.
Power.
Question number two, toss up for both teams. The Mohs scale. If topaz is harder than quartz, but softer than corundum, what whole number on Mohs scale specifies its approximate hardness?
Stewart, number 2.
5.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Central City. If topaz is harder than quartz, but softer than corundum, what whole number on the Mohs scale specifies its approximate hardness?
Central City, 1.
7.
Correct answer is 8. Question number 3, toss up for both teams. Southeast Asian history. In 1819, the British purchased the island of Singapura on the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula and gave it what new name?
Stewart, number 3. Singapore.
Singapore is correct. Bonus question for Stuart. Circles. Where is the vertex of a central angle in a circle? Need an answer?
The center.
That is correct. Question number 4, a toss-up for both teams. Branching off. Which branch of mathematics is the study of relationships between the angles of a triangle and the lengths of its?
Central City, 3.
Trigonometry.
Trigonometry is correct. Bonus question for Central City. Start of a nation. In 1948, what nation was created when British troops officially withdrew and the Jewish National Council proclaimed it a separate state?
Israel.
That is correct. Question number 5, a toss-up for both teams. Another quote from the Bard. The character Jacques in the play As You Like It is not well known, but well known is the part of his sad speech that proclaims that all the men and women merely players. The most famous part of the quote precedes that phrase. What 5 words start this monologue?
Central City, 1.
Life is but a game.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Stuart. The character Jacques in the play As You Like It is not well known, but well known is the part of his sad speech that proclaims that all the men and women merely players. The most famous part of the quote precedes that phrase. What 5 words start this monologue?
Stewart, 3. On the world's stage.
Very close. It's on the world's stage, not on the world's stage.
You got it.
Question 6, a toss-up for both teams. Magnitude. 696,100 is how many orders of magnitude larger than 69.61?
4.
4 is correct. Bonus question for Central City, paper and pencils ready. Triangles. What is the area of a right triangle whose hypotenuse is 5 inches and one leg is 3 inches?
6.
6 is correct. Question number 7, a toss-up for both teams. Cats. What alternate name do Floridians have for the cougars that dwell in that?
Stuart, 3. Panthers.
Panthers is correct. Bonus question for Stuart, paper and pencils ready. Circles. The area of one circle is 1/9 that of another. Given 3 as the radius of the smaller circle, what is the radius of the larger one?
Right. 27.
Correct answer is 9. Question number 8, a toss-up for both teams. Solids. How many edges are on a quadrangular prism?
Central City, 3.
12.
12 is correct. Bonus question for Central City. Historical and massive. The only surviving natural wonder of the ancient world was the largest man-made structure from around 2600 BC until 1311 AD.
The Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
Correct answer is the Great Pyramid of Giza.
It was.
Question number 9, a toss-up for both teams. Scary, scarcity. What are used to divide scarce resources among interested parties or to limit the output of undesirable admissions? They are widely used in cap and trade schemes and are usually the goal for salespeople.
Central City, 6.
Bonds?
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Stuart. What are used to divide scarce resources among interested parties or limit the output of undesirable emissions? They are widely used in cap and trade schemes and are usually the goal for salespeople.
Stuart, 4. Stocks.
Correct answer is quotas. Question number 10, a toss-up for both teams. Foreign policy. A foreign policy based on non-involvement in the affairs of other countries is known as what kind of ism?
Central City, 3.
Isolationism.
Isolationism is correct. Bonus question for Central City, also known as?
Carter Berg, report to Ms. Reinhardt's room. Carter Berg, to Ms. Reinhardt's room. Thank you.
And we'll try again. Bonus question for Central City, also known as the Scottish play, is a euphemism for which Shakespearean work?
Macbeth.
That is correct. Question number 11, a toss-up for both teams. Commodities. Generally, soft commodities are grown. How are most hard commodities extracted?
Central City, 1.
They're mined.
Mining is correct. Bonus question for Central City. Sequences. In a mathematical sequence, when the value of any term is less than the value of the preceding term, the sequence is in what order?
Descending.
Descending is correct. Question number 12, a toss-up for both teams. New Zealand geology. The rugged features of New Zealand are caused by uplift resulting from the collision of the Indo-Australian plate with what other plate?
Central City, 6.
The Pacific?
Pacific plate is correct. Bonus question for Central City, wartime leaders.
Clayton
What?
Hartgrave, report to the right.
They really don't want you to have a bonus question, I'm sorry.
To the right, sir.
Question.
Thank you.
Bonus question for Central City, wartime leaders. What prime minister was one of the big three during World War II?
Churchill.
Churchill is correct. Okay. Central City wins 85-20.
Yeah, that's it. 12 questions.
Man, that's short. Okay, well,
They said surviving
it
the
said
mission.
something about.
Easy.
This guy.
It said something about 1300, I don't know what that was. Well, yeah,
But when it
knew
throws
there
in the
was
word
something about
1200,
1300, which
yeah,
made me think, I was like, it was something that
Good game,
got
guys.
destroyed.
Alright guys,
Good game.
let's see, it's
We're
gonna be,
getting the semantics of the great periods.
206, Dylan and Josiah, you're missing.
Dylan Josiah, sir. I probably don't wanna leave my keys here. I get it. Let's go.
Wonderful. I welcome it.
There is nothing I can do to control it. I tried.
You just lost.
May the gauntlet be thrown down.
95-5.
Oh, yeah.
You got one right.
We got it right. I got it.
Good job, Dustin.
I answered one, I got it wrong. We're enough the competition. What do you guys do? You guys did it.
Hey, we're so smart.
No, we actually, I know.
One side, other side, go.
Oh, we're gonna sit down for this one? Oh, that's
I'm just gonna shut the door here, guys.
Stuart 2, do you have a team nameplate?
Maximum effort.
No.
Much like they have Stuart 1. There we
I'm
go.
just a driver, I didn't know it was in there. She didn't tell me.
Maximum effort.
Nice try, Tommy. Nice try.
No, I like it. We're going.
Bleach has affected the hair, the brain
And
cells,
Dad has,
so
no.
whatever.
I think Drew. Did you guys do it? O'Neal. Wait, they knew it was They knew every single thing. They've heard new things I've never
That
heard.
buzzer and say something.
All right, are we ready? Wonderful. Starting round 2. Question number 1. Exponents, mental math. Multiplying 32 by 8 is the same as taking 4 to what power?
Stuart 2, 6.
64?
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Stuart 1. Mental math. Multiplying 32 by 8 is the same as taking 4 to what power?
I bought that one. Oh,
Stuart 1, 1.
okay, 6.
Correct answer is the 4th power.
I just want to double check that your buzzer buzzed in here.
Question number 2, a toss-up for both teams. Archaeological geography. In what country are the archaeological sites of Mycenae, Olympia, Epidaurus, and Delphi?
Stuart 1, number 2.
Greece?
Greece is correct. A bonus question for Stuart 1. Divisions of work. Philosophical works considered important are one of 3 types. Breakthrough for works that either change or add. Influence for works that impact the study. And which one is the basis for a topic or field and shares its name with the basis for a building?
Foundations.
Foundation is correct. Question number 3, a toss-up for both teams. Locus of points. Name the shape defined as the locus of points a given distance from a point in space.
Stewart, 1.
The circle?
Circle is incorrect. I will repeat for Stewart 2. Name the shape defined as the locus of points a given distance from a point in space.
Stewart 2, number 3.
A triangle.
Correct answer is a sphere. Question number 4, a toss-up for both teams. Tiny marine delicacies. Identify the small, shrimp-like crustaceans that are important food sources for many marine animals.
Stewart 1, number 2.
Plankton.
Plankton is incorrect. I will repeat for Stewart 2. Identify the small, shrimp-like crustaceans that are important food sources for many marine animals.
Stewart 2, number 3.
Prawns.
Correct answer is krill. Question number 5, a toss-up for both teams. Prepositions. What are the prepositions in this example? According to Patrick McManus, it is undesirable to have a bear hibernating in your attic.
Stewart 1, number 3.
In your.
Incorrect. I will repeat for Stewart number 2. What are the prepositions in this example? According to Patrick McManus, it is undesirable to have a bear hibernating in your attic.
Stewart number 2, 2.
In.
Correct answer is according to and in. Question number 6, a toss-up for both teams. Immigration. An enormous number of immigrants converged on what landmass following the 1851 discovery of gold in New South Wales?
Stewart number 2, 2.
Australia.
Australia is correct. Bonus question for Stewart number 2. Crime myths. Lunacy was used instead of insanity because it was thought that certain people were somehow influenced to commit crimes or act in unacceptable ways by what?
The moon.
That is correct. Question number 7, a toss-up for both teams. Planets. It's the third of the Jovian planets. What was the first planet to be discovered with a telescope?
Stewart 2, number 5.
Mars.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Stewart 1. It is the third of the Jovian planets. What was the first planet to be discovered with a telescope?
Stewart 1, Uranus.
That is correct. Bonus question for Stewart 1. Gifts. Gifts of money, goods, or services to worthwhile causes are called what?
Donations.
That is correct. Question number 8, a toss-up for both teams. Sensational bones. The stapes is a bone involved in what sensation?
Stewart 2, number 3.
Pain.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Stewart 1. The stapes is a bone involved in what sensation?
Stewart 1, number 5.
Burning.
Correct answer is hearing.
1 second. Hey, on the points, the last one was a 10-point question. It's 5 for the toss-up and 10 for the bonus, so it should be 30 to 15 instead of 25. So make sure we're clear.
Question number 9, a toss-up for both teams. Volcanoes. What adjective describing volcanic rock comes from the Greek words for fire and broken?
Stuart 1, number 1.
Molten?
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Stuart 2. What adjective describing volcanic rock comes from the Greek words for fire and broken?
Stuart 2, number 4.
Pyroclastic?
That is correct. Bonus question for Stuart 2. Now that's cold. Negative 186.52 degrees is the difference between Fahrenheit and Celsius at what temperature? Well, it's negative 0.15 of a difference between Kelvin and Celsius at this point.
Can you repeat?
Negative 186.52 degrees is the difference between Fahrenheit and Celsius at what temperature? Well, it's negative 273.15 of a difference between Kelvin and Celsius at this point.
Boiling point?
Correct answer is absolute zero. Question 10, a toss-up for both teams. Circles. If you divide a circle into 3 congruent parts, how many degrees are in the central angle of each?
Stuart 1, number 4.
33.3.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Stuart 2. If you divide a circle into 3 congruent parts, how many degrees are in the central angle of each?
Stuart 2, number 6.
120.
120 is correct. Bonus question for Stuart number 2, body tracts. The upper gastrointestinal tract includes the duodenum, stomach, and what muscular membranous tube?
Large intestine.
Correct answer is the esophagus. Question number 11, a toss-up for both teams. Proportionals. In this proportion, 8 over 6 is equal to 4 over what number?
Stuart 1, number 2.
3.
3 is correct. Bonus question for Stuart 1. Greek. What is the name for the Greek letter that comes between rho and tau?
It's sigma, isn't it?
Sigma is correct.
I literally said it. It's literally going.
Question number 12, toss up for both teams, skeletal system. 4 fused rudimentary vertebrae form what part of the spinal column?
Stuart 2, 4.
The tailbone.
I will accept that as coccyx. So. A bonus question for Stuart 2, government forms. Name the type of political system in which the state recognizes no limits to its authority and strives to regulate every aspect of public and private life.
Totalitarianism.
That is correct. Stuart 145, Stuart 240. May the trash talker ride home.
I answered a question. That's what I thought. I didn't want to hear it. That's what I thought.
Because I got scared. That buzzer works. Yeah. Figure that out. Okay. I'm gonna stay here.
We almost.
Yes.
These guys
Let's
already
stay
that good.
here. 2, we go to room 203.
I literally got.
We go to Russell. Stay here.
Round 3, Stuart 2 is here.
Stay here.
Rock County 1.
Give me all the boys in their scoreboard pictures.
Oh,
Yeah, grab your tag. You guys can leave your tag here. Good job paying attention last year this week.
That's my number.
Yes, just.
Guys, do great things in here.
Will do.
Yep.
Haven't been so far. Oh, there's cookies.
Yeah. No, we did good that round. We almost did.
Stewart two in Rock County, is that what it is?
Oh my god. Yeah, that's what you got.
Would you like?
I call him. Reference, yeah. It's got the double chunk chocolate cookie. Hey, you got a question right, I mean, I think.
I know, right? Chocolate cookie.
Why would you pay attention?
Well, I was thinking it was pyro, but I wasn't sure.
Well, pyro means fire.
I knew pyro.
Plastic means broken.
Well, I knew it meant fire, but I didn't know if pyro was in Greek.
I was gonna say obsidian.
Pyro is Greek
I was
for
gonna say,
fire.
I kind of forgot. Magnus.
Because a pyromaniac is someone who uses fire.
Like, oh, yeah. Hey, don't think, just do.
Yeah.
Alright,
Don't
we got
think,
answer.
don't
We got a
think.
buzzer.
Don't think, just do.
That's good advice. Don't think.
You're absolutely correct.
I already am, Tommy.
We just have to buzz fast and answer faster.
Buzz.
It doesn't matter if you're not 100% sure, just buzz in.
Their bonus questions are so easy.
I know, right? Don't in.
Not for me, but for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm just along for the ride. Literally.
That's how it is.
I came from the top of 6 kilo. Yeah, I know you can. Sigma, Sigma.
Honestly, that's what
I
I'm looking
literally
forward to.
told
I like
me
to
I
get
was
out of
like
school,
saying-
that's the only reason I'm here.
Yeah, I did.
I got that last one. I got the last one I did.
Yeah.
What was the last one?
Yes.
Yeah.
And also,
I was like, I was gonna be like, what were the old sport?
It hasn't been as bad, but
Yeah.
they show my wife kind of just like what the kid. I'm gonna spend this much. Come pick out what you want. Okay. Like that's one way to do it.
My wife, both of her.
I did know.
She like one of my perfect example, you know, which I love about her, but I also like.
There is no such thing, and trust me, what you already have, good enough.
Fine.
Oh, but I just
You know,
found.
you have an idea, buzz it, say, don't think, but think a little bit more than when you said that first geometry, that first time.
That was geometry. That's a solid guess.
It's decent, but it's triggering.
I feel like that was a Yeah, you guys got a buzz. You guys are like knowing the answers. You guys are like, he didn't even finish the word.
Here's the question, Tom.
Yeah, but it was like shapes and stuff. So I was like, yeah, but
You said triangle specifically, that's tricky.
But that's a shape. He didn't get.
We're gonna give my.
Yeah, exactly.
Algebra.
There was something else that first time I really should have
The
got.
rest of the stuff,
But they're too.
we're the only ones that know about
They're
it.
too close.
Like, okay, yeah, that'll work.
Neither favorite. How would you not
Hey, around, I forgot that it was 360 for the second time.
What's a krill?
It's not bad, but I was about to answer it quickly.
Isn't that what a prawn is too?
They just went really fast.
I think we can get it.
It's a type of fish thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but krill are crustaceans. That's what whales eat.
Dude, you know what a prawn is? What's a prawn?
Whales
No,
are
I was
krill.
gonna say, plankton was my first guess.
One is funny, there was one.
I was thinking.
Planktons are like.
I was thinking plankton, but it's
like-
not a crustacean.
I was
Microscopic, I don't
Krill,
know.
krill are crustaceans.
I was
They
thinking
are.
crawfish.
I
know what krill, I was thinking that too. I was bouncing between, I couldn't think of
A
krill.
crustacean is like a little.
I thought everything
You
was.
say so,
Yeah.
just cross that out and like go
Like,
back and read. the
crustaceans
last
are
question
crab
you didn't
stuff.
use if you need it. I'm like,
Turn down a shot.
Okay.
There's
Oh.
you say so.
They have an outer, they have like.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have an outer
Yeah,
shell,
crustaceans
that's what
don't have
krill have.
Oh.
Trust me when I
Isn't
tell
krill
you.
like just like a shrimp though?
Sure.
Yeah, it's just like a strip, just a
I
lot
did not know
smaller.
Animal or?
Shrimp cramping.
I'm not
It's like
sure.
a-
Now that you say that.
Cramping, it's cramping, bro. Oh my god. I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Oh, so you got one, okay.
What if you like made fun of you too? I'm kidding out right now.
Man.
No, 'cause he answered- he answered-
Jameson was in Quiz Bowl junior high, he never answered a single
I
question.
answered two.
No, I don't, I do not smell bad.
But it was like added to the shit.
We got that video too sometimes.
I know.
One time.
I get it from my grandpa.
It was a random place he saw in Pennsylvania. And he must have sorority, Corona or something.
I ran out of soda.
The top of the ice.
Nail it.
No, you.
I think there was
Arrow,
only
like
one
wrestling
question
thing or something,
Jameson ever
guys?
tried to answer.
Football.
It was
Football.
something about
Okay.
animals, and his answer was
State champ,
like
so.
bobcat or something, and the answer was
Do whatever you want,
jackrabbit. So he never tried
He has that
answering a
frequency,
question
that's
again.
Yeah. It's pretty fun.
Well, 'cause he buzzed in for like 5 words and then let him finish the question.
What animal?
This is actually kind of fun.
What animal with multiple legs? Bobcat.
That isn't a bobcat.
Dawson.
Isn't a bobcat. Imagine that was the question. That isn't a bobcat.
I need to buzz, I know, I keep overthinking it too
That
much.
isn't a skill.
Don't.
I feel
Don't think, just.
I'm not thinking.
We've lost
I'm not
every
thinking.
round.
I'm gonna stop thinking from now
We're
on.
0-2 right now.
I got a question right. That
It
means you
was
get
almost
right.
1-1. That
Wait,
was
which
almost
question did I
1-1.
get right?
The circle one. 120 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty easy.
Yeah.
I had no clue what you're
I
talking
had
about
no,
there.
I had no clue that.
That was pretty easy. I don't know
I
why.
blanked out. I thought for a second I
It's just
thought
three-
circle was one.
360 divided by 3.
How many degrees is a circle?
360.
Okay, divided by 3.
Exactly.
For a
I
second
thought
I
it was
180.
180 for some reason. I don't know why.
You guys are dumb.
So it was.
One,
I'm kidding. No.
360 divided by 3 was 180.
Would you just movie talk?
Buzz more, you won't be as dumb.
Robert.
Robert.
Don't do
What
it.
do we got here?
Don't click it.
What's that on your hand?
A star?
See the star. No, listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. You only have 4 points. That's my star.
Well, Wayne did. He's
Wayne
Wayne
did.
so.
You thought it was a star? It's a star written on it, but he didn't complete it.
Yeah,
So it's just like, it's like he stopped slightly. No, it was like,
no.
like he went towards the last one, and then they stopped early on accident.
Yeah, I had a good year. You know, growing up,
That's not, that's not.
49ers, because they had all the money. And then it just, the Chiefs kind of by proxy.
How are things going? Great, do you need those? Okay. Yep. Everything go well? Yeah. Yep, whenever.
And then,
Thanks so much.
you know, hasn't really followed anybody. You know, so a bunch of college buddies will tell me, hey, let's go buy a hat, a sweatshirt, and like, just pick a new team. And the Colts just drafted Peyton Manning, so I'm like, I'll go there. And then when they let him go, I was like,
You're supposed to be in this room 3 weeks. Rock County? Which one?
number 1. And, so then I was like, well, I'm just gonna go where he goes. He was in Denver. I'm like, okay, all right. That's their rookie this year. He's having a good year.
Yeah, you're right.
How about you?
I like the Niners, they were, when we were growing up, that's, kind of stuck with them.
Yeah, it was the Roger Craig, Tom Rathman. Yep, that's who I'm for.
We're kind of a house divided though, my wife grew up watching the Cowboys, her dad was in Dallas for a while, so it's, so my oldest son, Noah, is an Irish fan, Silas, the second one, is a Cowboys fan. And Isaiah used to be a Cowboys fan, but he's switched to the 49ers now. So it's our little back.
I wasn't thinking Cowboys.
So Broncos.
No, they're not.
Broncos, all they have is.
That we've never put.
I like the old picture, like old matches with the Huskers.
Well, Brian's
And I
here.
was so
Yeah,
used to
so-
it.
Got a lot of experience, right?
Yeah, Patriots OC, and then Penn State, and then Houston Texans for a lot of years. And they were, he's a good football coach.
That's like one of the most expensive places to go for a bowl game, right? So like, that's a lot of people show up.
Oh, yeah, I would think so.
Down a while, like,
I had those like big little, but I had taken like the entire book. And I would like, I just checked.
Were you surprised at what SMU or Alabama?
Very.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was happy with the conferences, so for the
I don't mind it, you It's still surprising.
It took the entire time.
Four of you?
Yeah.
Okay, Catherine and Steve, wonderful. All right, round number 3. Would you mind keep this one, please? Thank you. We lost everything. A toss-up for both teams. Blended words. The term moped is a blend of what 2 words?
Rock County, number 3.
Motorized trailer.
Incorrect, I will repeat for Stuart. The term moped is a blend of what 2 words?
Stewart, number 2.
Motorized and pedestal?
Motor and pedal. Question number 2, a toss-up for both teams. Conflagrations. In 1666, much of what great European city was consumed by flames, including some 13,000 houses, 87 churches, the Royal Exchange, the Bridewell Palace, and
Stewart 2, number 3.
London.
London is correct. A bonus question for Stuart, paper and pencil ready. Algebraic multiplication. The quantity of 0.2 plus 3/5 x times the quantity of 0.2 minus 3/5 x equals 0.04 minus what?
Zero.
Correct answer is 9/25 x squared.
Oh,
Question number 3, a toss-up for both teams. Weather representation. Easy. That's okay, I haven't read the question yet, we won't hold it against you. A climate graph shows annual patterns of precipitation and what else?
Stewart, number 1.
Temperature?
Temperature is correct. Bonus question for Stuart. Writing antonyms. Making a text verbose is exactly the opposite of being what?
Original.
Correct answer is concise or succinct, brief. Question number 4, a toss-up for both teams. International snubs. The refusal of more than 60 nations to participate in the 1980 Summer Olympics in response to the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan was an example of what kind of protest?
Stewart, number 3.
Boycott.
Boycott is correct. Bonus question for Stuart. Chemistry history. What French chemist of the 19th century founded the science of microbiology and discovered that contagious diseases are transmitted by germs?
Marie Curie.
Correct answer is Louis Pasteur. Question number 5, a toss-up for both teams. Monarchs. Who, in 2015, became the longest reigning monarch in British history?
Stewart, number 3.
Queen Elizabeth II.
That is correct. Bonus question for Stuart, paper and pencils ready. Surface area. A square pyramid has a base with an area of 100 square centimeters and a slant height of 13 centimeters. Calculate the total surface area of the pyramid in square centimeters.
$152 square centimeters.
Correct answer is 360. Question number 6, a toss-up for both teams. Myths. It has been variously interpreted as representing royal power, a book on alchemy, riches of the East, a cult image of Zeus in the form of a ram, a breed of sheep, and a method of writing in gold on parchment. In any case, name this object of a quest by Jason and his...
Stuart, number 2.
The golden fleece.
That is correct. Bonus question for Stuart. Geologic processes. Well, erosion involves movement caused by phenomena such as water, wind, ice, or gravity. The breaking down of rocks independent of movement is called what?
Weathering.
Weathering is correct.
Alright.
Question number 7, a toss-up for both teams. Fictional creature taxonomy. To what biological order do these fictional creatures belong? Frankie and Benji, Despero Tilling, Templeton, Algernon, Basil of Baker Street, Mrs. Frisbee, and Stuart Little.
Rock County, 3.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Stuart. To what biological order do these fictional creatures belong? Frankie and Benji, Despero Tilling, Templeton, Algernon.
Stuart, number 5. Mice.
Correct answer is rodent or rodentia. Question number 8, a toss-up for both teams. Seeds. Seeds must be carried away from the parent plant, a process known as what?
Stuart, number 2.
Pollination.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Rock County. Seeds must be carried away from the parent plant, a process known as what?
Rock County, number 3.
Dispersion.
That is correct. Bonus question for Rock County. Monarchies. In what kind of monarchy are laws issued by decree? Need an answer, please?
Reigning monarchy.
Correct answer is absolute monarchy. Question number 9, a toss-up for both teams. Nonfiction. What first name completes the title of this non-fictional work? Fatal Fever, Tracking Down Typhoid.
Rock County, number 3.
Fever.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Stuart. What first name completes the title of this non-fictional work? Fatal Fever, Tracking Down Typhoid.
Stuart, number 6.
Is it B?
Correct answer is Typhoid Mary. Question 10, a toss-up for both teams. Chicken talk. Name the fleshy ridge on top of a chicken's head.
Rock County, number 2.
Comb.
Comb is correct. Bonus question for Rock County, paper and pencils ready. Quadrilateral angles. If the four angles of a quadrilateral measure 50 degrees, 80 degrees, 100 degrees, and 130 degrees, what is their average measure? If the four angles of a quadrilateral measure 50 degrees, 80 degrees, 100 degrees, and 130 degrees, what is their average measure? Need an answer, please?
90 degrees.
That was their bonus. So
90 degrees.
90 degrees is correct. Question number 11, a toss-up for both teams. Hit the charts more than once. Elton John's hit Candle in the Wind first hit the charts in 1973 and was a tribute to Marilyn Monroe. When he re-released it in 1997, it became the second highest selling single in history. This second release was a tribute to which woman whose statue was unveiled at Kensington Palace on what would have been her 60th birthday in July of 2021?
Stuart, number 3.
Princess Diana.
That is correct. Bonus question for Stuart. Sculpture. What common term in sculpture refers to the construction of a figure in clay or wax?
Molding.
Correct answer is modeling. Question 12, a toss-up for both teams. In only one nation, which 2,320-mile-long river that is fully contained in one country empties into the Gulf of Mexico?
Stuart,
The
number 5.
Mississippi, the Mississippi River.
That is correct. Bonus question for Stuart. What literary term is being employed by the person who uttered these words about a village in Vietnam? We had to destroy this village to save it.
Can you please repeat?
What literary term is being employed by the person who uttered these words about a village in Vietnam? We had to destroy this village to save it. Any answer?
Oxymoron.
A paradox, we would also have accepted irony. That is the conclusion of this round. Stuart, over to Rock County.
A win is a win.
This was Rock County. Rock County, it looks like you stay here, and then we should have Summerlin joining us.
Did any of you guys need a different pencil or paper? Are you good? I got you extra stuff.
Captain, check your pencil this time. We gave all the pencils, we went 2 rounds in a row where we were like missing pencils.
No reminder after this round, quick bathroom break.
Okay?
Bruce, who you have? Okay, 3 phase 2. All right. Need a bottle of water, readers? Thank you.
Any of our additional people want to be a scorekeeper?
Oh, Mr.
much for sure, you got it.
Mr. Shred,
What's that?
scorekeeper.
Oh, absolutely.
Captain in the third chair, like good. Okay.
What is it actually? Ellie first, Ellie. Alright.
Okay. Round number 4, question 1, a toss-up for both teams. Homonyms. What word can mean a violent and sudden change in something or an upward displacement of part of the Earth's crust?
Rock County, number 4.
Collision.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Summerlin. What word can mean a violent and sudden change in something or an upward displacement of part of the Earth's crust?
Summerlin, number 1.
Shift.
Correct answer is upheaval. Question number 2, a toss-up for both teams. Double meanings. What word has a double meaning in this incredibly bad country and western song title? If my nose was running money, honey, I'd blow it all on you.
Summerlin, number 6.
Running.
Is incorrect. I will repeat for Rock County. What word has a double meaning in this incredibly bad country and western song title? If my nose was running money, honey, I'd blow it all on you.
Rock County, 4.
Low is correct. Bonus question for Rock County. Art. In perspective, the distance to which a composition appears to recede is called its what?
Repeat it.
In perspective, the distance to which a composition appears to recede is called its what?
Vanishing point.
That is correct. Question 3, a toss-up for both teams. Digestive system. After leaving the gullet, food enters what organ?
Rock County, number 1.
Stomach.
That is correct. Bonus question for Rock County. Context of cellular energy. What is the name of the simple sugar that is an important energy source in living organisms and is a component of many carbohydrates?
Glucose.
Glucose is correct. Question number 4, a toss-up for both teams. Evaporation. What is the term for the speed at which a substance evaporates?
Rock County, number 3.
Rate of evaporation.
Incorrect. I will repeat for Summerlin. What is the term for the speed at which a substance evaporates?
Summerlin, 6.
Boiling point.
Correct answer is volatility. Question number 5, a toss-up for both teams. Name this bone. In the upper extremity of the body, which bone is the longest and largest?
Summerlin, 2.
The humerus.
That is correct. Bonus for Summerlin. Republics. What kind of government did Ayatollah Khomeini establish in Iran?
Dictatorship?
Correct answer is theocracy. Question 6, a toss-up for both teams. Potassium. Most potassium produced industrially goes into what agricultural product?
Rock County,
Bananas.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Summerlin. Most potassium produced industrially goes into what agricultural product?
Summerlin, 1.
Fertilizer.
Fertilizer is correct. A bonus question for Summerlin. Paper and pencils ready. Fractional power. What is 32 to the 2/5 power? Need an answer, please?
4.
4 is correct. Question 7, a toss-up for both teams. Deserts. What desert includes the Pahrump Valley, the Amargosa Valley, the Las Vegas Valley, and Death Valley?
Summerlin, 2.
One, Nevada.
That is incorrect. We'll repeat for Rock County. What desert includes the Pahrump Valley, the Amargosa Valley, the Las Vegas Valley, and Death Valley? The correct answer is the Mojave Desert. Question 8, a toss-up for both teams. Ceremonial buildings. What ceremonies are routinely held in the baptistry of the Duomo and the Lateran Baptistry?
Summerlin, 6.
Baptisms.
That is correct. Bonus question for Summerlin. Elements. What element was named for a mineral that was once transported by mule teams out of Death Valley, California?
Could you repeat the question, please?
What element was named for a mineral that was once transported by mule teams out of Death Valley, California?
Gold.
Correct answer is boron. Question number 9, a toss-up for both teams. Remedies. Applying pressure above the eyebrows, standing on your head, drinking a glass of water.
Rock County, number 2.
Ways to get rid of the hiccups.
Is correct. Bonus question for Rock County. Writing techniques. What literary term is being employed in this? Ronald comes in from shoveling 2 feet of snow from his driveway when it's 10 below 0 and there are icicles hanging from his mustache. And he says, it's a bit on the nippy side today.
Hyperbole.
Correct answer is understatement. Question number 10, a toss-up for both teams. The Electoral College. What kind of majority of electoral votes is required to elect a president?
Summerlin, 6.
2/3.
That's incorrect. I will repeat for Rock County. What kind of majority of electoral votes is required to elect a president?
Repeat it.
What kind of majority of electoral votes is required to elect a president?
Rock County, 3.
Half.
Correct answer is an absolute majority. Question 11, a toss-up for both teams. Art settings. Picasso created his first known painting at 8 and named it Le Petit Picador Jaune, known as the Little Yellow Picador in English. What language did he use for the original title despite it not being his own?
Rock County, 1.
Spanish?
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Summerlin. Picasso created his first known painting at 8 and named it Le Petit Picador Jaune, known as the Little Yellow Picador in English. What language did he use for the original title despite it?
Summerlin, 6.
French.
French is correct. Bonus question for Summerlin. Paper and pencils ready, please.
Come on.
Inequalities. Solve this inequality. The quantity P minus 3 divided by 2 is less than negative 5.
P is less than -7.
That is correct. Question number 12, a toss-up for both teams. Breakers. As waves approach the shore and wave height increases, what other characteristic of waves decreases?
Summerlin, 3.
The rate?
Is incorrect. I will repeat for Rock County. As waves approach the shore and wave height increases, what other characteristic of waves decreases?
Rock County, 3.
Strength.
Correct answer is velocity or wavelength. Okay. We have a final, Summerlin 40, Rock County 45.
Hey guys, if you need bathrooms, just turn left. They're right around the corner.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We got a few minutes here.
Yeah, you got about a 5-minute break between this round and the next.
As soon as that question goes.
You regret it.
So, Mr. Ray, that version 40, yes.
Which is
not.
Yeah,
Okay, but like,
kinetic energy.
well, I just seem to remember that we classified chair that was broadly into two categories, static and
Stop being
kinetic.
so neat.
Yeah, but kinetic could mean a lot of sliding friction, rolling friction. Still, I'm ashamed that I didn't get it, but I don't
Too much
think it was that
representation.
bad.
I knew it had to been like something with kinetic.
Well, it was a kind of kinetic friction.
Yeah, it was the right idea. I kind of figured they were gonna ask, because the way they asked the question was the baseball players.
Yeah,
playing
so you
second
gotta
base.
slide.
Look at Vaughn not being specific enough. This is a very, so.
I wanna hear what the name is.
Yeah, that's his name.
I wouldn't be too happy. Better than Kurt.
I blundered my sophomore year, and I will never live down one.
Which
Guys,
one was it?
we're doing a few minute break here if you need bathrooms.
Oh, are we?
Oh, so bathrooms are right to the
Bathroom
left if you need one.
They asked what causes photocatalytic reactions, and my response was one.
This is gonna be my one.
Yes.
Not for you, Dory.
I'm fine with that.
Oh, okay. then
Honestly,
yours is
Benita was probably a better name than Curve anyway.
We've got a few that are up there, like, Bananas is gonna live on for a while.
I don't know, Luke saying Alexa repeat the question is still a good one too.
Yes, Luke asking Alexa to repeat the question is kind of always, that will live on.
King, or Godzilla.
Godzilla is still up there.
Wait, what's the Godzilla one?
It's Dub Dog's personal tale.
Can you explain?
So a
I'll let him work.
20-foot tall Japanese monster.
No.
I got this. I'm super confident.
I got this,
You
Chad.
say it with so much confidence.
Just all the confidence.
I love that. Was that Vaughn that said that answer with so much confidence it like confused the judge?
Yeah, I'm like Godzilla, and they're like, no.
Just like, just this confusion of like, why? They're like, no. And so then the question goes, a 20-foot tall Japanese monster casts a 6-foot-long shadow on the ground. At what angle does a person on the ground look up, see that it's toppling off the person? Something like that.
Some trigonometry.
Yeah, it's some trigonometry question, and
They made it overly complicated.
they're not expecting somebody to be like.
Godzilla.
I think they're expecting somebody to wait long enough to hear that it's a math question.
And then.
Not
say-
just buttons
And
and
then
things.
say
Not
Godzilla.
4 words into it, yeah.
What?
We were explaining,
Godzilla.
we were explaining how bad of an answer Bananas was.
Are you playing Dollar Store Block Blast?
I'm playing the game that was pre-installed on my phone.
Which was?
not Block Blast. It was. I hate
Bananas.
random games.
There is still, like, we still,
Industrial production.
we are still due, we haven't done quiz ball shirts in a long time, we should do quiz ball shirts.
I'm wearing
again.
the.
It's just
With the
bad
greatest
answers.
quotes on them.
It's just gonna be a picture. of
Godzilla, one, bananas.
It's just gonna be a picture of
Luke,
banana.
like this picture of Luke yelling at Alexa.
We gotta put Alexa on there.
Alexa. Man, we need like a quote.
Take off your sweatshirt.
We need like a quote book or something, like start it and then.
You should have won in the first place.
Like record the question and then the answer.
It's one from
Like, there's gotta be something.
And pneumatic.
We had worse.
Then bananas?
No, I don't, we had what?
I'm enjoying life.
I can go straight to the top.
We're undefeated so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we.
Oh, one of us.
You may if you would like, you may stand if you would prefer.
I was gonna say, I should, but I would prefer to.
Are we ready to start rolling again, Marcy?
I believe so. We have our teams.
Oh, we have NASA now.
Do they let you play sometimes too?
Every now
Yeah,
and then.
Occasionally.
Every once in a while.
Oh, you were, he
It's
gets
just
the
the
rotation worked out.
every
The
other round.
rotation worked out so perfectly again.
He's just our scorekeeper.
I don't know after bananas.
Yeah, he might just be banned.
I see you, Six. You're here.
Oh, did I buzz? Whoops.
Keep going.
I'm not pulling you longer. I haven't started yet.
This is true.
Okay. Round 5. Question number 1. A toss-up for both teams. Boiling. In North America, water boils at the lowest temperature atop what mountain peak?
Central City, one.
Denali?
That is correct. Bonus question for Central City. Agricultural history. What 16th century Latin American civilization grew avocados, tomatoes, and limes on their artificial islands called Chinampas?
Aztecs?
That is correct. Question number 2, a toss-up for both teams. The periodic table. What is the chemical identity of common table salt?
Sodium chloride.
That is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill. Hormones. What is the hormone that regulates sleep-wake cycles in the body?
Repeat.
What is the hormone that regulates sleep-wake cycles in the body?
Melatonin.
That is correct. Question 3, a toss-up for both teams. Where is it? Where in the body would you find the patella?
Oh, you blue too.
That is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill. Damaging protests. In fall of 2020, 2 activists threw a can of tomato soup over Van Gogh's Sunflowers and then glued themselves to the museum wall at the National Gallery in London in a protest over what issue?
Repeat.
Climate change.
That is correct. Question number 4, a toss-up for both teams. Weapons. What was Germany's most effective weapon in the Battle of the Atlantic?
Central City, one. U-boats.
That is correct. Bonus question for Central City. Treaties. The treaty signed in 1979 by Anwar Sadat and Menachem Begin ended the over 30 years of hostile confrontation between what two countries?
Israel and Egypt.
That is correct. Question number 5, a toss-up for both teams. Insects. Name the 3 main body parts.
O'Neill Blue, 3.
Head, thorax, and abdomen.
That is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill. Allusions. This complaint alludes to a novel by whom? Working for this company is dreadful because you always have the feeling that Big Brother is watching.
George Orwell.
George Orwell is correct. Question 6, entomology. Toss up for both teams. What adjective, meaning adapted for grasping, was derived from the Latin word prehender?
Central City, 3.
Prehensile.
That is correct. A bonus question for Central City. Art history. What was the nationality of these artists? Albrecht Dürer, Paul Klee, Max Ernst, Hans Holbein.
German.
That is correct. Question 7, a toss-up for both teams. Mining. The Cannington Mine in northwest Queensland is the largest mine in the world for what metal that made the Comstock lode in Nevada famous?
O'Neill Blue, 6.
That is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill. World perspectives. John Adams became vice president and Alexander Hamilton became Secretary of the Treasury in the same year that what European revolution began?
French Revolution.
That is correct. Question number 8, a toss-up for both teams. Wartime vessels. During World War II, what kind of vessels were these? U-99.
Central City, 1.
U-boats.
That is correct. Bonus question for Central City. Reasoning. What fundamental form of reasoning is illustrated in this? All 37 striped bass we caught at Lake Texoma last week were less than 2 pounds. So it is likely that all stripers in Lake Texoma are less than 2 pounds.
Deductive.
That is incorrect. Inductive. Question 9, a toss-up for both teams. Federal commissions. The Isthmian Canal Commission of 1904 was established to oversee the construction.
Central City, 3.
The Panama Canal.
That is correct. A bonus for Central City. Rays. 3 points, A, B, and C, are on a line in that order. What are the 2 opposite rays?
B-A-B-C.
That is correct. Question 10, a toss-up for both teams. Organizations. These works are all about what institution of the United States government? The 9.
O'Neill Blue, 6.
Supreme Court.
That is correct. A bonus question for O'Neill. Measuring temperature. What is the SI unit for temperature?
Repeat.
What is the SI unit for temperature?
Fahrenheit?
Correct answer is Kelvin. Question number 11, a toss-up for both teams. Renowned. Which European country is known for its neutrality and
Switzerland?
That is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill. Presidential quotes. What president kidded journalists with this line in the 1980s? I have left orders to be awakened at any time in case of national emergency, even if I'm in a cabinet meeting. What president kidded journalists with this line in the 1980s? I have left orders to be awakened at any time in case of national emergency, even if I'm in a cabinet meeting.
Ronald Reagan?
That is correct. Question number 12, a toss-up for both teams. Homophones. Spell a noun indicating an embankment raised to prevent a river from over.
Central City, 1.
Levee.
That is correct. A bonus question for Central City. Figurative language. What figure of speech is used repeatedly in this tale? Well now, one winter it was so cold that all the geese flew backward, and all the fish moved south, and even the snow turned blue. Late at night it got so frigid that all spoken words froze solid afore they could be heard. People had to wait until sunup to find out what folks were talking about the night before.
Hyperbole.
That is correct.
So you should have at the back of the packet,
Yep.
there should be a page of replacement questions. So just start with number 1, and whoever gets the first toss-up wins.
Question number 1.
Does that say replacement questions?
Yep, it does.
All right.
Toss up for both. British navigators. Who was the first Englishman to sail through the Strait of Magellan?
O'Neill Blue, 3.
Magellan.
Is incorrect. I will repeat for Central City.
Central City, 1.
James Cook.
Correct answer is Sir Francis Drake. We go again. Question 2, toss up for both teams. Parallelograms. If one of the 4 interior angles of a parallelogram is 56 degrees, what?
Central City, 3.
34.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for O'Neill. If one of the 4 interior angles of a parallelogram is 56 degrees, what are the other interior angles?
O'Neill Blue, 6.
124, 56, and 124.
That is correct.
Listen, bro. That was a good game, guys. Yep.
Yeah, that was a good
That was.
We gotta go back to Ego.
That's
That was fun. Well done, everybody. So anyway, Central City won. The fact that before the day started, you are like talking with your team about like just say U-boats or what, like.
Simplify it, not
And
to wait.
then we have 2 questions on U-boats.
I did say U-boats, yeah.
Interiorly, I'm laughing.
I'm the U-boat fan.
Great job.
Okay, round 6.
Oh my gosh. I'm like so shaky.
O'Neill Blue and Rock County won.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Are the water?
I'm shaking.
I hated that.
You could-
What do you guys? Never started the game.
Are we
Just
allowed to
like
have
nonchalant. I can't do that.
Celia.
I can't. If that helps you. Man.
And, Rock County
Mr. Kaiser, did you
One.
miss me fourth period?
What?
Did you miss me fourth period?
Just a normal day.
What?
Are we allowed to have?
Oh, what?
I would like you to, yeah, you take one. Otherwise, I want you to wait until, see if there's enough for all the others.
Are we allowed to have water though?
Everybody can have a water.
I need to breathe.
I know, I noticed you were like, you almost said that before you
That
recognized.
was awesome.
You were like,
So I was on my crap, and then I'm like, yeah,
oh my gosh, from 9, I was like, I know, breathe before the question.
I was like,
And I was processing it, but you beat me to it.
I was gonna answer something, but I'm like, I'm just gonna let Vincent have this one.
Which one?
It's 56, what's 180?
I was doing it.
What's 180?
I know, I was like, well, I was drawing it on my leg.
Seventh grade math all the time.
I was
3, 2.
I was drawing it on my leg and still couldn't do it.
My weakness is mental.
I was wondering if you just wanted.
Yeah, I
I
was
was
like
kind of
drawing
wondering
it
if
on
you
my
just wanted
leg.
124, if you
I
wanted
can do that to
56.
but that one I just could not.
So I said,
What
so I
is
said
180?
124
But I
at first,
just.
you cut me off if I didn't say the rest, and then I said the rest.
So you knew that was the only undefeated team?
Yeah. Well,
We-
I knew that they were undefeated, but I just kind of deducted that they could be the only one.
So, and now there's only one then.
We don't face them again, do we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, please say we don't.
Nice to
We
meet
only
you.
face each
Oh,
other
you
once.
don't, yeah.
so
Did we
they're-
get all the toss-ups? Did either team get all the toss-ups?
I think so. I don't think anyone
there
had money and.
maybe number,
How do you know? I think there was one that we both got it wrong.
I can do.
Okay, we'll go up against
let's see, I got Denali, we got sodium chloride, we got knee,
Okay,
they
but
got
is Rock County good? You said Rock County was
we got that, they got
Which
that,
one? Which one is the
we
girl
got
with
that,
the What school is she?
they got that.
Do we go against them?
They
So
got
they're not as good
that.
as Central
We will
City?
go against
We
them,
got that,
Like,
Yep, we got that.
yeah, we got that.
wait, who do we play now?
Rock County.
Oh, yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah, you're right, all the toss-ups were answered correctly in that
Rock
round.
County won, Rock County. two,
Except for
Stewart,
the-
and then Stewart.
Tiebreaker.
Which
Yeah.
Stewart?
And none of them are undefeated?
One.
Okay, and this is we're going in round 6,
Where
right?
he
Correct.
ended and started with Stewart.
What's being built? What's the TNI class building?
Sound booths.
So time
For
out.
like people to record stuff?
Yeah, so like if, on the video board where when we do starting lineups, it's like a graphic, then the person can record like their own name, number, grade, and that will play with the graphic that has been created.
I'm putting together a Christmas LP and then I'll also make backup singers.
Oh, I'll do it.
Oh, I'll do
I'll
it.
for sure do it. This is Rock County.
Backup singers or dancers?
Yeah, you can be backup dancers for my audio, for sure.
I don't know if I'd be very good at
I'll be
dancing.
your cheerleader.
Vincent,
Yeah.
you're just sitting out.
I was like,
I'm just sitting on the fun
Vincent, you're not allowed to sit out.
No, we don't.
You're like probably our top positive. I don't know, man.
yeah, it's between you and Logan.
Hey, Dory, do you or Ann want to keep score for this game?
Oliver,
You want it? Okay.
don't mess up. Well, I'll tell your mom.
I'll tell your mom.
We're all tell your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single person in this room that's from O'Neill will go and tell your mom.
Yeah, we could probably get some of them to tell your mom.
She's just in the other room. I can talk to her.
All right, we have everybody capped.
Yes, you guys.
Round 6. Question number 1, a toss-up for both teams. Invention, conception. A machine for storming fortress walls. An 8-barreled machine gun. An armored car. A giant crossbow. A parachute. And a flying machine were amongst the designs developed by what 16th?
O'Neill, 2?
Leonardo da Vinci.
That is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill, independence. This Central European nation became independent in 1993 45 years after it was joined with a neighbor to the west under Soviet control. What is this country that forms most of Hungary's northern border?
Repeat.
This Central European nation became independent in 1993, 45 years after it was joined with a neighbor to the west under Soviet control.
Czech Republic.
The correct answer is Slovakia.
It's in between.
Question number 2, a toss-up for both teams. Imaginative devices. The phrase time machine was coined by what British science fiction author?
O'Neill Blue, 3.
Golden.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Rock County. The phrase time machine was coined by what British science fiction author? That is correct.
What is it?
Wow, okay. Question 3, a toss-up for both teams. Musical prodigy. You'll need about 10 gigabytes on your iPod to download the complete works of this composer. From the Andante in C major, composed when he was 5, to the...
O'Neill Blue, 1.
Mozart.
Mozart is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill. Presidential powers. The power of the U.S. president to put people into federal office is called the power of what?
Repeat.
The power of the U.S. president to put people into federal office is called the power of what?
Appointment.
Appointment is correct. Question 4, a toss-up for both teams. Flow on. This 405-mile-long river flows eastward instead of north or south as many rivers flow. And it goes from the Alps to the Adriatic Sea near Venice. Which river is the longest in Italy?
O'Neill Blue, 3.
Tigers? No.
That is incorrect. Repeat for Rock County. This 405-mile-long river flows eastward instead of north or south as many rivers do, and it goes from the Alps to the Adriatic Sea near Venice. Which river is the longest in Italy?
Rock County, number 3.
Venice River.
Correct answer is Po. Long river, short name. Question number 5, a toss-up for both teams. Factorials. For what two integers are the factorials the same as the integers?
O'Neill Blue, 6.
2 and 1.
That is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill.
I know, me too.
Observation platforms. What term for a box-like structure above the caboose on a classic railroad train is the same as that for a platform at the top of the main mast of a sailing ship used as a lookout point?
Repeat.
What term for a box-like structure above the caboose on a classic railroad train is the same as that for a platform at the top of the main mast of a sailing ship used as a lookout point?
Crow's nest.
Crow's nest is correct. Question 6, a toss-up for both teams. Waves. A wave is characterized by wavelength, speed, and what else?
O'Neill Blue, number 5.
Frequency.
Frequency is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill. Africa. If you're standing in East Africa on the edge of a cliff that runs left and right as far as you can see, what enormous valley is before you?
Repeat.
If you're standing in East Africa on the ledge of a cliff that runs left and right as far as you can see, what enormous valley is before you?
Serengeti.
Correct answer is the Great Rift Valley.
Oh.
Question 7, a toss-up for both teams. Disorders. Paralysis is caused by damage to what body system?
Clark County, number 1.
The neck.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for O'Neill. Paralysis is caused by damage to what body system?
O'Neill, Blue 3.
Nervous.
Nervous system is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill. Our solar system. The ecliptic is the apparent path of what among the stars?
Repeat.
The ecliptic is the apparent path of what among the stars?
Orbit.
Correct answer is the sun. Question 8, a toss-up for both teams. Gravitational acceleration. Who first proposed the principle of constant acceleration of gravity?
O'Neill, Blue 6.
Einstein.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Rock County. Who first proposed the principle of constant acceleration of gravity?
Rock County, number 3.
Correct answer is Galileo. Question 9, a toss-up for both teams. Resources. What element comprises at least 90% of anthracite?
O'Neill, Blue 3.
Nitrogen.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Rock County. What element comprises at least 90% of anthracite?
Rock County, 2.
Correct answer is carbon. Question number 10, a toss-up for both teams, the periodic table. In the periodic table, all elements are classified as either metals or what?
O'Neill, Blue 3.
Non-metals.
That is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill, paper and pencil ready. Factor math. Factor x to the second power plus 6x plus 9.
X plus 3 squared.
Needs to be the quantity of x plus 3 squared. Question number 11, a toss-up for both teams. Disorders. Atrial flutter is an abnormal rhythm of what organ?
O'Neill, Blue 2.
The heart.
That is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill, paper and pencil ready. Number sleuthing. What number equals 60% of itself plus 240?
Yeah, 600.
600 is correct. Question number 12, a toss-up for both teams, anatomy. What is the medical term for the shin bone?
O'Neill, Blue 1.
Tibia is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill. Engines. What is another name for a gas turbine engine? What is another name for a gas turbine engine?
A jet engine.
That is correct. Okay. Thank you, everyone. last one.
Mr. Peterson?
Breaking up a dynamic team here, Mr. Kaiser, I don't know.
Just breaking up the duo. Thank you so much. Because I know they know.
I knew the new one, and I knew the
Better than the old 7
We ahead to Bob.
I knew this one, yeah. I didn't basically the space ones when I knew the bonus.
And I'm not even sure, I should ask Tammy on that math one, and I should ask other coaches on that. Because I know they know.
Yeah. Fortunately, it was not at a time where it influenced the outcome of a game. Okay, round 7, we have Stuart 1 and Verdigris.
So you guys go to,
O'Neill Blue says room 206. Will we have someone to operate the buzzer now that Mr. Kaiser
we'll get a
is
coach or.
gone?
I was thinking like,
Well, it's cold, and if you don't, yeah, I don't know, I mean,
there was
I don't know,
one
I
that
mean,
was
if you
worded.
don't study.
mineral though, you're gonna want to say
I was kind of thinking
Maybe.
chloride, but like, or like
I
so.
thought of it after I'm like, well,
I was like, what in the
Yeah,
world
but-
is this name?
well.
I didn't expect
I was
anybody
like-
to know.
And also-
I feel like it would be.
quantity of, that's my bad.
And, well, and I question myself on that, because,
It's so weird to have to say that.
because technically, do you see why you have to say it? I know you know.
Yeah,
And I
because
know you're
otherwise
saying-
it would be,
I mean,
because what was it, 3x?
You could have it be
Or x
the whole
plus
thing
3.
squared, instead of just the x squared.
Yeah, you're supposed to say the.
Well, it's in parentheses.
If one day of X and three.
Or, I mean, either way, you know what
Yeah,
I
so
mean, you know what I,
different-
you know what I meant, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
The sum of X and three.
Mr. Peterson, if it would ever be like a
Like,
three-way
it could have been,
tie,
it could have been this.
is the tiebreaker point scored?
Head to head and then point scored, and then if there's, yeah, I think is what I did. But if
Okay, let's have
I
it.
have had a head to head.
The head-to-head rule says the city is big.
How do you?
That one was fun. It was a good cow.
Maybe this one, they won their last one. Yeah, he's got, like I talked to him, he runs a tournament in the building, went to, he's 50-some schools. And he's got 27 high school kids on his team. So he's- Neil White was in 2 or 3, 2 or 3.
Who they play first? Because I can see.
Can we take cookies?
No.
I want you to
Mr.
wait
Peterson, I can,
Wait until the other two. Take one.
Mr. Peterson, I
But
can
then
look at
after
this.
that, don't, like, wait until all the other teams get theirs.
I can look at this and see, because,
Oh, okay, thank you.
like, see who the other one filled in is.
I'll tell them to start.
See, that's a comment.
Oh.
I really want No, we need to do correct. Yeah, but probably go.
Weirdo. I'll be right back.
Oh, you took 2. You're reading with one.
Oh my gosh.
Away from the coach. you want the captain in 3 or 4?
Captain will be in seat 3.
I'll go in this class. And who's sitting out?
If whoever is sitting out would like to keep score, that would be outstanding.
We would have chairs. I think Ed wanted to ask. What the heck, Isaac?
Oh,
Come on now.
No, you go right ahead.
Can I?
you've now volunteered her, Dory.
It's so hard to move.
Well, or you are because you're the one that opened your mouth. So
She did.
If
She
she
was
says
gonna come
no,
over.
it's on
She was
you
gonna be
now.
like, hey, 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 hey. 'Cause she was bored. But if you choose me,
They came close to beating my blue.
Do it.
They had the chance on last question. They had gotten the bonus, they would've won. Have you ever run a buzzer before? Do you want to? Do you want to try? Well, actually, if we're gonna be short on score, would you rather scorekeep or buzzer? Your choice.
Doesn't matter.
Your choice. No, this is about you.
Score, Doug, don't mess up.
What do you want
That's
to do?
fine. It's
Scorekeep.
whatever you need, Doug. Lauren, are you gonna buzz?
you saw someone coming in that, he had someone maybe.
Dory's, they're not
Actually,
sure, so.
okay, so actually they have enough.
They should have done it.
So, yeah, one of the coaches could run the buzzer on this round.
I got it.
Okay. And then somebody could give somebody. Could
Yep.
score.
Whichever one is not doing, there you go. It's fine.
And then, and then if you can't wait after this round, if you want to grab a cookie or whatever. Except for the person that can't grab a cookie, who is that? This one kid?
That's on the other team. Actually, no, that's Reagan, because she can't have a cookie. Because she was keeping score in the last round, which she would have known all the answers,
Slide it.
so.
Yeah, there you go, thank you.
Get it.
Okay. I just started. I clicked the button, it's not funny. There you go. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, round number 7. Question 1, a toss-up for both teams, radiation. The 3 types of nuclear radiation are alpha, beta, and what?
Stuart, number 4.
Gamma.
Gamma is correct. A bonus for Stuart. Routes. What is the Spanish name for the trail that connected California's 21 missions?
The Mormon Trail.
El Camino Real. Question 2, a toss-up for both teams. Tissues. What body tissue is most directly affected by hemophilia?
Vertebrae, number 1.
Organ.
Incorrect, I will repeat for Stuart. What body tissue is most directly affected by hemophilia?
Stuart, number 1.
Cardiac tissue.
Correct answer is blood.
Oh.
Question 3, a toss-up for both teams. Geologic features in Hawaii. Which Hawaiian site got its name in the 19th century with the discovery of what eventually turned out to be worthless calcite crystals?
Stuart, number 2.
Honolulu.
Is incorrect. I will repeat for vertebrae. Which Hawaiian site got its name in the 19th century with the discovery of what eventually turned out to be worthless calcite crystals?
number 1.
Volcanic rock.
Correct answer is Diamond Head. Question 4, a toss-up for both teams. Bob. The bob is the name of the weight at the bottom of what device that can show the rotation of the Earth?
Stuart, number 5.
Is it anchor?
Is incorrect. I will repeat for verdigris. The bob is the name of the weight at the bottom of what device that can show the rotation of the Earth or power a timekeeper?
Verdigris, number 5.
A globe?
Correct answer is a pendulum. Question number 5, a toss-up for both teams. Mediterranean travels. If you sailed west from the Gaza Strip past Egypt, what is the next North African country you would see?
Stuart, number 2.
Tunisia?
Incorrect. Repeat for verdigris. If you sailed west from the Gaza Strip past Egypt, what is the next North African country you would see?
Verdigris, number 5.
Ethiopia?
Correct answer is Libya. Question 6, a toss-up for both teams. Anatomy. The phrase tingling and numbness in the extremities indicates what two parts of the body?
Verdigris, number 3.
Arms and legs?
Incorrect. We'll repeat for Stuart. The phrase tingling and numbness in the extremities indicates what two parts of the body?
Stuart, number 2.
The nervous system in the extremities?
Correct answer is hands and feet. Question 7, a toss-up for both teams. Evolution. Reptiles overcame the problem of reproduction on land by producing what new kind of eggs that freed them from having to live near bodies of water?
Verdigris, number 1.
Hard shell.
It's correct. Bonus question for verdigris. Archaeological discoveries. In 2019, using ground-penetrating radar, archaeologists found what kind of Viking vessel buried in Norway?
Longship?
Longship is correct. Question 8, a toss-up for both teams. Deltas. The world's largest delta empties into what Asian bay?
Verdigris, number 5.
The Bay of Bengal?
That is correct. A bonus question for verdigris. Rodents. Well, the capybara is the world's largest rodent. What other creature common in North America is the world's second largest rodent?
Opossum?
The answer is the beaver.
Oh, bigger.
Question 9, a toss-up for both teams. App. What social media platform is known for its disappearing photo and video?
Verdigris, number 2.
Snapchat?
That is correct. A bonus question for verdigris. South America. What South American country lies between Ecuador and Venezuela?
Peru.
Correct answer is Colombia. Question number 10, a toss-up for both teams. Sovereignty. The sovereignty of Gibraltar is a point of contention between the United Kingdom and what other country? Bonus question for Stuart. Colonies in Canada. Nova Scotia was first colonized by 15,000 people from the Highlands and Islands of which part of the United Kingdom?
Scotland.
Scotland is correct. Question 11, a toss-up for both teams. Vertebrae. Because it supports the globe of the head, the first cervical vertebrae has what mythical name?
Stuart, number 1.
Atlas.
Atlas is correct. Bonus question for Stuart. Lines. If two lines are perpendicular to a transversal, then these two lines have what relationship to each other?
Parallel.
Parallel is correct. Question number 12, a toss-up for both teams. Polyhedrons. A polyhedron with 6 vertices and 12 edges has how many faces?
Stuart, number 2.
6.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for verdigris. A polyhedron with 6 vertices and 12 edges has how many faces?
Verdigris, number 4. 4.
Correct answer is 8.
25 to 35. That was a fast one. Okay, we are back in 206.
We are.
Do you want in?
I do the thing yeah, but, yeah. I forgot what it's like.
Wait, what did they ask me?
No, I didn't know that. I just knew mythical name.
Hey, we're back in Mr. Roster.
Okay. Now, yeah, remember,
Yes.
yep,
Yep.
got it. So I should have Summerlin and O'Neill.
They're oatmeal raisin. I love oatmeal raisin.
Well, I was thinking of that question from earlier. I was thinking of the question from earlier.
Well, no.
I'm
No,
talking
no,
about
that was 12.
Long story short, Anne's gone.
What?
I don't know where Anne went. We couldn't find her. I know we got
She
sidetracked.
clearly did not want to keep score.
Oh, she said, and then there was a random guy in the hallway. I think he came from me like, hey ladies. What the heck? Who's now? Where are we done?
No, we have 2 more rounds.
I want to be very chaotic and just push everybody.
We should have O'Neill Blue versus Summerlin.
So blue is
That's Benson and
Wally
Logan and
Wally
Mia.
Wally.
Yeah.
bad buzzer.
Yeah, we're sitting over here.
I think we're sitting over here.
Well, there's a bad buzzer.
Verdigris.
I want to sit over here,
I don't
so
know.
it's 2-1, sorry.
I don't care. I do not like these buzzers though. These buttons are so
I
sensitive.
know.
Cheap. I like scoring like.
See, I just.
Yeah. These feel like the
I got
buttons.
you, sorry. I detest how sensitive it was.
Was Verdigris last round? This is summer children. Yeah.
Yeah. Where did Verdigris? There's Verdigris left this time.
Those are
Oh, I'll go,
Where's Verdigris going?
Verdigris should be in room 102, which would be Ms. Hayek's room.
Wait, no, it's Mr. Hostet's room. Mr. Hostet's over. Sorry.
It will forever be Mr. House.
It's always known as Mr. Hostet's room.
Well,
Where's
Mrs. Ealer's room still has the printer named as Nan.
Mrs. Man.
She was Nan, so it still works. Now she's an Ealer.
She was a man.
Oh my god. I felt so bad, guys, when I started laughing.
That is a announcement.
Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Venezuela.
I feel like this, I don't know.
I cannot, I was trying not to laugh and I just burst out laughing. I was like, oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for laughing.
She said Venezuela. What did you say?
Venezuela.
She said Venezuela.
Venezuela. I get it. I get it.
I'm like, I was like,
The way she said it, and was so confident about it too.
So William Paxton graduated, and everyone's like, yep, I'm out.
Bad for laughing though, but she didn't even like smile. She looked depressed. I know. I felt so bad.
This speech was sucking up to him so badly.
All right, we have everybody we're supposed to have here. Would somebody like to run the buzzer?
Got one job.
Yeah, it's all right. You guys work even?
Wait, Mr. President, oh, he has a class though.
He does. Broke up, as he put it, a dynamic duo.
I didn't know he did.
No. Every Batman needs a Robin, and I lost mine.
No, we won a few. We won a few.
All right, round number 8. Question number 1, a toss-up for both teams. Life. Living clusters of Staphylococci and Streptococci are composed of what?
That would be Summerlin 1.
Bacteria?
That is correct. A bonus question for Summerlin. Paper and pencil ready. Square. The perimeter of a square is 36, and its area is represented by the expression 5x plus 46. What is x?
Okay, need an answer?
To give you 10 more seconds.
Correct answer is 7.
6.
Question 2, a toss-up for both teams. Mental math. Factor this expression. 20 minus 35y.
Blue 1.
5 times the quantity 4 minus 7y.
That is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill. Theme song. The Marines have the Marine hymn. Give the service song for either the U.S. Air Force or the U.S. Navy.
You need an answer?
Tis the land of
Wild Blue Yonder or Anchors Away.
Oh.
One of which you may hear quite a bit of at the Army-Navy game this weekend. Question 3, a toss-up for both teams. Habitat. Swamps are wet forests dominated by trees and shrubs. What wetlands are open spaces covered mostly by water?
Blue 3.
marsh.
Marsh which is correct. Bonus for O'Neill, phrases. What kind of phrase begins this bit of advice? To have more, desire less.
Infinitive.
Infinitive is correct. Question 4, toss up for both teams. Part of the web. Plants are producers. They provide food for animals. Animals are consumers. What is the ecological name applied to bacteria?
Blue 3.
Decomposers.
Decomposers is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill, paper and pencil ready. Triangles. How many faces and how many edges does a hexagonal pyramid have?
7 faces, right?
Yep, 7 faces and 6 plus.
12 edges.
Well, yeah.
Need an answer, please?
7 faces and 18 edges.
Correct answer is 7 faces and 12.
I said 12.
Question number 5, a toss-up for both teams. Taxonomy. What is the first taxonomic division of animals below the kingdom?
Blue 3.
Class.
That is incorrect. I will repeat for Summerlin. What is the first taxonomic division of animals below the kingdom?
Summerlin 2.
Animalia.
It is phylum. Question number 6, a toss-up for both teams. Greek myths. What hero is indicated by the pronoun in this passage? He put the Hydra's one immortal head beneath a...
Summerlin 1.
Hercules.
Hercules is correct. A bonus question for Summerlin. Conquer and divide. At the Potsdam Conference during World War II, France, the United Kingdom, the Soviet Union, and the United States decided to divide what country into 4 parts?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Absolutely. At the Potsdam Conference during World War II, France, the United Kingdom, the Soviet Union, and the United States decided to divide what country into 4 parts?
Germany.
Germany is correct. Question 7, a toss-up for both teams. Programming control structures. What common programming control structure consists of a conditional statement, often followed by a then?
Blue 4.
If-then statement.
That is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill. Animal proteins. What 2-word name is used to describe animal proteins that have been lab grown?
Repeat.
What 2-word name is used to describe animal proteins that have been lab grown?
Synthetically made.
Correct answer is cultured meat.
Oh.
Question 8, a toss-up for both teams. Military groups. The 1st Regiment of the U.S. Volunteer Cavalry distinguished itself in the battles of Las Guasimas and San Juan. What was the popular name of this regiment?
O'Neill Blue 5.
Rough Riders.
That is correct. Bonus for O'Neill. Sound waves. The higher the frequency, the higher the pitch we hear. The higher the pressure of the wave crest, the blank the sound we hear.
Repeat.
The higher the frequency, the higher the pitch we hear. The higher the pressure of the wave crest, the blank the sound we hear.
Louder.
Louder is correct. Question 9, toss up for both teams, machines. To determine the mechanical advantage of a lever, you must know the load, the effort, the length of the effort arm, and what else?
Blue 3.
Distance from the fulcrum.
Is incorrect. To determine the mechanical advantage of a lever, you must know the load, the effort, the length of the effort arm, and what else?
Summerlin 1.
The position of the fulcrum.
Correct answer is the length of the load arm. Question 10, a toss-up for both teams, Korean history. Near the end of World War II, the big three powers agreed to divide Korea into two separate occupation zones. These powers included the United States, Great Britain, and what other country?
Russia.
That is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill, paper and pencil ready. Erosion. A mountain 4.5 kilometers high wears away at a rate of 1/3 meter per 1,000 years. How many million years will it take to wear down to sea level?
$13.5 million.
That is correct. Question 11, a toss-up for both teams. Supreme Court case. Which landmark U.S. Supreme Court case in 1954 declared racial segregation?
Blue one.
Brown versus Board of Education.
That is correct. Bonus question for O'Neill, the business world. In June of 2022, Elon Musk sent an email to employees of which of his businesses in an effort to stop people continuing to work from home. Everyone is required to spend a minimum of 40 hours in the office per week. If you don't show up, we will assume you have resigned. In June of 2022, Elon Musk sent an email to employees of which of his businesses in an effort to stop people continuing to work from home. Everyone is required to spend a minimum.
SpaceX.
Correct answer is Tesla. Question 12, a toss-up for both teams. Chemical symbols. The symbol for what chemical elements are hidden in the word cafe?
Blue three.
Calcium and iron.
That is correct. Toss-up for bonus for O'Neill. Excuse me. Historical allusions. The name for what American general who switched sides during the Revolutionary War has become synonymous with turncoat?
Benedict Arnold.
That is correct.
Good job, guys. We got, O'Neill 80, and someone 20, is that right? 80, 20?
Good job, you guys. Good.
All right, so Blue, you go to 206 for your final one, and Summerlin, you guys go to 102.
206 is, we didn't get a single.
I have Central City and Bird Creek.
102. We've been there before.
Say that again.
I have Central City and Bird Creek.
Summerlin, take your sign.
Sign, Gavin, sign.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you take it off?
Yes.
Hey, did your kids get it?
Well, they are done, the other one's not quite, but thank you very much.
Absolutely, thanks for coming. Follow the count.
And thank you for planning that we could leave.
Hey, do you want a copy of the budget?
Oh, if you have time, just have one.
Okay.
No, I don't.
And I'm sure I'll see you around.
Oh, wait, hang on, no, we gotta have Landon out for this one.
No.
Landon out. Cause he can't play the light.
class.
He can't play the light.
Ben's sitting number 5. Alright, y'all better know the answer, but I just good at yelling answers.
Joel, do you want to go watch the?
That's my answer, right there.
206.
Mate?
Matt,
You know cursive?
We're having our own.
No!
unbelievable.
Bro, how is that a T and an H?
Is Mr. Springer still teaching?
Oh, yeah.
Central City?
Oh, yeah. Well, two of them are not.
How'd the last round go
last
for you
one
guys?
is cursive.
We want like
It was 115 to 0.
You did all right.
It was 3.
I
My
taught
team- my
Aurora
team-
for 10
my
years,
team.
so
Landon, if you
Coach
lost
Hubert,
special
Mr.
playing,
Springer,
yeah.
Mrs. Thorell,
We,
Mrs. Budd, all those.
we joke that to teach in Central City, you have to be from Central City or Aurora. It's pretty close to that.
Yeah.
Cause Miss Galusha taught in Aurora too, didn't she?
Yeah, Miss Lucia taught in Aurora before she came, and she's from Central City, and
So she's double.
Yeah,
Mr.
we-
Garfield's from Aurora.
Garfield's from
He
Aurora.
is. He's the same age as me.
Okay, so are we going?
Old Mr. Garfield.
Pastor Garfield, you bet.
Good.
He's a good dude.
We just going like straight into the
And then after this, are you gonna have time to stick
Are you-
around for a coach's cap?
Yeah, so Vaughn, are you two
Oh,
guys
yeah.
gonna like?
Yes.
They're gonna go at it
Yes, we
over
are.
there.
Shouldn't you be on
They
opposite?
have a little bit of a feud
Shouldn't
going,
you be on
so
opposite tables? so
they're
you
just
can't
taking
see
care
your
of it.
We'll have Dubs moderate, it's just straight up right down the first thing you think of, and
Oh, oh, okay.
They might get more rowdy.
I thought, okay. I thought you two were just gonna see, you were all individually and see at the end who got more correct.
more or less.
Is that Ted Lasso sticker on it?
It absolutely is, several of them actually.
This is personal.
What do you have?
Got,
Ted Lasso.
got the AFC Richmond, Big Goldfish, Be Curious, Not Judgmental.
I just said that. Because then
They're being very judgmental.
I'll be right back, of each other. And
I stole that from Ted Lasso.
so that's, okay, I heard you say something about goldfish, and I was so.
Happiest animal in the world, got 10-second memory. All right. Anyone like to run the buzzer and or keep score?
Oh, come on, we gotta have you moderate.
No, you'll be.
No cheating.
Just don't yell at each
No
other.
cheating, Vaughn. Oh my God.
They might start punching each other over there. You might-
I would not start throwing punches, he would.
I would. Yeah, now, so
I
you should
get
like
to
a
be the
table
athletic
right
director, I don't have to
there.
do the assistant principal side of things, so if they want to fight, that's.
All right, sounds good.
Hey, Vaughn, don't punch him through that ripple, okay? That's the one play.
Ready to go?
Oh, you got it.
I get it, yeah.
Get my stuff out of the way.
All right. Final round, question number 1, a toss-up for both teams. Gold. James Marshall made the discovery that kicked off the California gold rush while building a mill for John Sutter on the South Fork of the American River, which is a tributary of what major river that empties into San Francisco Bay? Verdigris 2.
The Snake River?
Incorrect, I will repeat for Central City. James Marshall made the discovery that kicked off the California gold rush while building a mill for John Sutter on the South Fork of the American River, which is a tributary of what major river that empties into San Francisco Bay?
The Colorado River.
Correct answer is the Sacramento River. Question 2, toss-up for both teams, algebraic variables. A over B divided by C over D equals AD divided by what? City 1.
C over B.
That's not the correct order that is in, so I'm gonna say no. AB divided, excuse me, A over B divided by C over D equals AD divided by what?
BC?
That is correct. Bonus question for Verdigris. Created lakes. Name the lake created by the Aswan High Dam.
Can you restate?
Name the lake created by the Aswan High Dam. an answer, please?
No answer.
Okay, Lake Nasser is the correct answer. Question 3, toss up for both teams. European river. What river forms Liechtenstein's border with Switzerland? Central City 3.
The Danube?
That is incorrect. Repeat for verdigris. What river forms Liechtenstein's border with Switzerland? Verdigris 3.
The Swedish river.
Correct answer is the Rhine. Question 4, toss up for both teams. Optics. What is the opposite of a plano concave lens? Plano convex lens. Question 5, toss up for both teams. Experimental variables. In an experiment where vapor pressure is measured at several different temperatures, at several different times of day, by several different scientists, what is the dependent variable? Verdigris 4.
The vapor.
Is correct. Bonus question for verdigris. Fish. What is the common name of the Carcharodon carcharias, the world's largest predatory fish?
Shark.
Need to be more specific. It is great white. Question number 6, a toss-up for both teams. African resources. Johannesburg in the Transvaal was founded in 1886 and soon had a population of 100,000 working in the mines extracting what mineral? Central City 1.
Silver.
That is incorrect. Repeat for verdigris. Johannesburg in the Transvaal was founded in 1886 and soon had a population of 100,000 working in the mines extracting what mineral? Verdigris 3.
Salt.
Correct answer is gold. Question 7, toss up for both teams. World Heritage Sites. Which country has the most UNESCO World Heritage Sites with 58, including the Amalfi Coast? Central City 3.
Jerusalem?
That is incorrect. Repeat for verdigris. Which country has the most UNESCO World Heritage Sites with 58, including the Amalfi Coast? Verdigris 5.
Italy?
Italy is correct. Bonus for verdigris, paper and pencils ready. Absolute value. What is the absolute value of y in 3y equals negative 15?
Five.
5 is correct. Question 8, toss up for both teams. Record broken. In August of 2023, Noah Lyles became the fastest man on Earth when he broke the record of which superstar sprinter? Verdigris 3.
Usain Bolt.
That is correct. Bonus for verdigris. Fear of fiction. Which novel by H.G. Wells caused a major fear of our nearest neighboring planet?
Repeat.
Which novel by H.G. Wells caused a major fear of our nearest neighboring planet?
Man on Mars.
Correct answer is War of the Worlds. Question number 9, a toss-up for both teams. Tool. Some say this tool with an adjustable jaw was invented by a mechanic named Monk.
Monkey wrench.
Monkey wrench is correct. Bonus question for Central City, paper and pencil ready. Exponential multiplication. Multiply q to the 5th power by q to the 3rd power.
Q to the 8th power.
That is correct. Question number 10, a toss-up for both teams. I haven't started reading the question.
I know, I'm sorry, I accidentally clicked it.
Central City. German. In German, the terms Sommer and Herbst are names for 2 of the 4 what? Central City 2.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Seasons is correct.
Sorry.
Question number 11, a toss-up for both teams. Outside factors. Which adjective from the Latin for without life describes factors in a habitat that affect the living organisms but that are not alive themselves? Verdigris 6. Abiotic is correct. Bonus question for verdigris. Ancient Greek goddess. The building of the Parthenon was begun around 450 BC. Its most significant treasure was the statue of what goddess by Phidias?
The goddess of Nike.
Correct answer is Athena. Question 12, toss-up for both teams. Poisoning. What kind of poisoning killed 10 crew members of the Soviet nuclear submarine K-31 and at least 28 people in the Chernobyl disaster? Verdigris 5.
Radiation poisoning?
That is correct. Bonus question for verdigris. Florida cities. What city in Florida has a name that is literally translated as mouth of the mouse?
Miami.
Correct answer is Boca Raton. That ends it. 42.
Do you have extra questions?
I do have a couple extra ones, yes.
We might have tied.
Let me finish this one up here.
I always know other people's bonuses. We tied.
If Jerusalem won was my fault, I definitely.
All right, come on over here, you two. We've got to separate this.
I'm gonna watch just because I want to.
All right, Bob, ready? We're on that side.
Oh, we're gonna buzz?
Buzz.
Oh,
Yeah, buzz in, let's do it.
If we're gonna do this now, have we gone to any sudden death at all today?
Yeah,
Yes, we got
that first round that was in here against O'Neill
Okay,
here.
yeah, that's right.
So,
The first 2 we went through, so start on number 3.
All right. Question number.
Andy Beck is out of here.
Okay. All right. Name the largest landmass discovered by the Dutch explorer Abel Tasman that later became part of the British Empire.
Australia.
Incorrect.
Can't steal.
Largest landmass discovered by the Dutch explorer Abel Tasman, that later became part of the British Empire.
Tasmania.
New Zealand is correct. Okay, next question. What was the home country of these artists? Franz Hals.
Germany.
Incorrect.
Austria.
Also incorrect. Netherlands. Punctuation.
I wasn't gonna know it.
What punctuation mark should be used after a prefix that is followed by a proper noun or proper? That is correct.
You still threw
The best. So I don't want to hear it.
He's the best.
Where is my cup of
He's the best around.
You are the second person. No, maybe next.
If you haven't had some cookies, go ahead. Participants, coaches, if you haven't had cookies, water, grab one.
Well,
My day is
thank you.
Absolutely, that's fun.
We're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that one.
finals for all the matches.
They're not quite all in, well, they're starting to, round 9 is not the
Hey, did you want a copy of the question? Just study?
There you go. There's a few chicken scratches in there.
So, and I don't know. There was a phone left in room 206. Phone left in 206. 206 phone.
There you go.
I got the right.
I know.
Oh! We are going to do one more round. I just want to make sure I have all the teams.
Yes, I'm gonna do the captain.
All right. Do we have? I think we have all the teams in here. I think do we have all the leaders. Mrs. Crumley. I just wanted to.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't know river.
Here, all 12 toss-ups got answered correctly. All 12 toss-ups.
Okay.
And I think it ended up being.
All right, I've got everybody here, I
Five or six
think.
bonuses for
So,
each team.
I want to thank everybody for coming. I hope you guys all had fun. It looked like you did have fun. I know we enjoyed it. I enjoyed putting it on. I want to take this opportunity to thank the readers and judges collectively. I'm not going to name them, but if you would all give my readers and judges a round of applause. Awesome. And so, before you go, if you have time, which I assume you're all here, you have time. Traditionally, at my tournaments, we do a final round where we go coaches versus captains. And so, coaches and captains want to step up and take a side? You want to run by one?
You're a captain overall.
We'll take this.
I'm on this side just because national is
Whoever comes in next.
Well, I was captain because our actual captain was because we had 8 lots to 1v1. Yeah, we did a 1v1. Although I think it was unfair because the first question I did, we were just over here at the edge, so it wasn't actually easy just to do it. I think if it was done actual head, it could be different. But
You're on the team.
then I'm the weak link.
Do we have one tonight?
Sit right there. Mr. Peterson.
So are we gonna say he's on the coaches?
Oh, I'm playing for the coaches here?
So if he buzzes first, we just count it? Okay, if he buzzes first, we'll count it. Okay. He's gonna be, okay. All right, are we ready?
Zero.
What's that?
Captain zero.
Are we ready? The record of captains is not true. So, the record of captains versus coaches. All right, here we go. Toss up number 1. Island. What island is at a longitude of 43 degrees west and a latitude of 80 degrees north? Whoops, sorry, something's wrong. Somebody trying to buzz? Was somebody else trying to buzz before that? Okay, so we've got captains 2, 1.
Greenland?
Greenland is correct. Bonus for the captains. Roots. What is the world's most widely consumed tuberous root?
Oh, no. Potato.
Potato is the correct answer. Good start, good start. Toss up number 2. Europeans. What is the nationality of most of the people living around the mouth of the Rhine River? Blue 1.
German?
That is incorrect. I'll repeat for the coaches. Europeans. What is the nationality of most of the people living around the mouth of the Rhine River? Coaches 5.
Check.
That is incorrect. It goes through the Netherlands, and so they are Dutch. Question, toss-up number 3. Toss-up number 3. Poetry. What type of poem is this? What happened to me was not good. Hit by a car, bounced off the hood. Would get up, Captain's 3.
Limerick.
It is incorrect. I will repeat for the coaches. What type of poem is this? What happened to me was not good. Hit by a car, bounced off the hood. Would get up if only I could. Now here I lay where once I stood. I can see why you left it. Coaches 3.
Rhyming.
No, it is an epitaph, a poem written for a funeral. Toss up number 4. External parasites. Name the tiny, wingless, flat-bodied insects that spread easily and infest the scalp. Captain's 1. That is correct. Okay, paper and pencil. Polynomial operations.
Oh, here, I have 2. I don't need one.
Polynomial operations. Multiply the quantities 2a plus 3 by the quantity 4a plus 5.
A squared plus 22a plus 1x.
Let's say 15.
15.
That's correct. That is correct. All right, toss up number just 6? 5. It says 5. I'm going to go 5. Land formation. These 2 major rivers mark part of the southern boundary of the former continental ice sheets that extended from Long Island to the Rocky Mountains. Name these 2 rivers that both flow into the Mississippi. Captain 6. Coach
Ohio and Missouri.
That is correct. Bonus for the coaches. Global warming. Some scientists predict that global warming could cause the sea level to rise by 3 feet in the next century, causing 18% of what country on the Bay of Bengal to disappear underwater? It's a bonus for that. You guys can talk.
No, I don't know.
Burkina Faso.
It is Bangladesh. Toss up number 6, forces. When swimming, water pushes harder on your lower surface than your upper surface because there's more pressure on your lower surface. The difference between the force pushing down and the force coaches 6.
Buoyant force?
Yep, buoyancy is bonus.
He's a physics teacher.
Bonus for the coaches. Food processing. Name the process in which milk is forced through small holes and discharged against a plate to break up and permanently disperse the fat globules.
Homogenization.
That is correct. Toss up number 7. Animal couplets. What word is indicated by this riddle? There's a word that holds a cat, and it means social class. That would be Captain's 1.
Aristocrat? Aristocrat?
That is incorrect, but a good guess. I'll repeat for the coaches. Animal couplets. What word is indicated by this riddle? There's a word that holds a cat and means social class. Coaches 5.
Cast.
That was correct. It's an oddly worded question. Cast is the correct answer. C-A-S-T-E. Bonus for the coaches, famous quote. The famous soliloquy found in Hamlet, where he contemplates life, begins with what famous 6 words?
To be or not to be? That is the question.
There we go.
That's the answer.
Okay, toss up number 8, body and sentence parts. In this sentence, what is the last object of the preposition? She went to the museum where they had all the heads and arms from the statues that are in all the other museums. Captain's 4.
Museums.
That's correct. Paper pencil. Linear equations. Solve this equation for R. 8R plus RS equals 10. Solve for R. 8R plus RS equals 10.
R equals 10 minus quantity 8 plus S.
It is R, it is 10 divided by the quantity. 8 minus 6.
Bozo.
So, all right, toss up number 9, ceramics. In pottery, name the technique of making a pot from a piece of clay on a potter's wheel. Captain's 3.
Spinning.
That is incorrect. I'll repeat for the coaches. Ceramics. In pottery, name the technique for making a pot from a piece of clay on a potter's wheel. Coaches 3.
Throwing?
It is throwing.
Yes.
All right.
This is what?
This is paper pencil. Bonus for the coaches, business math. You sold 2 used lawnmowers for $120 each. Based on your cost, your profit on one was 20%, and your loss on the other was 20%. How did you come out on these 2 sales?
You're even. 0.
That would be the easy answer, but it's not the correct answer. If you worked it out, because the loss, the 10, yeah, and I
You're
can't.
20% off,
Yeah.
20 and 20%.
It's 10, it's a $10 loss.
Subtract those. Yeah. I see why, yeah. Well, a business math teacher. Hey, shouldn't teach that anymore.
Rock fragment size. What word do geologists use to designate the largest of rock fragments? That would be Captain 6.
Boulder.
Boulder. Did you have that one already?
Yes.
That's cheating.
Throw it out.
Okay.
Now we count.
Challenge?
Challenge it, we challenge it.
So, yeah, I think I used a page of this on some of the extra questions. So I'm gonna go on the next one, see if this one is asked. Common name. These share what same name that is a tenet of Buddhism? A user score on Reddit, a mobile app. Did you have this question already? All right, I'm gonna go to another question. Lots of water. I have this one. Okay. What is the collective name for the Bridal Veil Falls? America, you know that one? Okay. Asian geography. Mumbai is on the shore of what sea? Have you had this question?
No.
Captain's 1.
Adriatic.
That is incorrect. I'll repeat for the coaches. Asian geography. Mumbai is on the shore of what sea? Coaches 5.
Red Sea.
It is not. It's the Arabian Sea.
Mixed up my name.
All right. Is it close?
Yeah, we win, yeah.
40 to 35.
One more question.
Well,
You want the answer?
Just look at the answer.
And there's a possibility that these were used in a roundup and where honesty is the best policy. Affected crop. In 2023, what fruit crop of Georgia was severely impacted? Coaches 6.
Peaches?
Peaches. And after that, all right, thank you very much. Gary, where's your
It's in there. There's a bunch of head scratching.
Jeannie Crumley, do you have your question?
Did you get your lights to work? Did you get your lights to work? Christmas lights. Oh, yeah.
They got, I told them they gotta come back next year. Yeah, I go, I don't care about you guys, just bring that player coach come back. Exactly, you guys come back. Coach back. No. You gotta read it now. Thanks. You bet. Thanks, Mike. It's nice to see you around. Is that yours? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Well done. The only thing missing was the Montreal deal. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Yeah. Hey, next Thursday. Oh, no. That's when we go for Summerlin. I know it. Yeah. I know. Thanks a night in the Summerlin. Friday. Okay. Elkhart Valley. Good guys back. Old and dead. Yeah, that's
Everybody in the whole O'Neill kids, I need you to pick up buzzers in each room, carefully put them away, especially the ESU buzzers. Different boxes. Those need to be put away very neatly, like the buzzer system. So, like you guys, O'Neill, I need you guys to make yourself busy, but every room has to be put back the way it was. At the very least, the white tables in these two rooms get folded up, and they can be set in the hall, where the brick hallway. You can set them against the wall, because they don't move. Those tables, okay? The most part of ours is paid up.
Okay.
So, and then like the buzzers, they had a.
Guys, they're live.
And you're rushing out now.
No, I'm about to. I just finished. I usually put The Unbearable Lightness of Steel. It's by, I don't remember. It's not originally. Honestly,
Really, you're still picking up.
I'm reading Letters from the
Okay, very good, excellent, okay. Good job.
And these are these, right?
All right, you guys are good. All right, good job, thanks.
Don't take too
All right, guys, I need you to help.
What?
Got you. Don't take too
I don't have your glasses.
Bro, where'd you put them? Where'd you put them? You were looking right at them the whole time. We're gonna put these chairs. Hey, Mia. Help.
The wire.
Get over here. So what do you wanna talk about? We got a video. Hey, Mia, get off your phone and help.
So apparently this is.